Do you ever replay conversations in your head after talking to people? Like, why did I say that? That's called social overthinking. Your brain is trying to optimize your behavior, but instead, it just makes you feel awkward. Here's the truth. Most people aren't even thinking about you. They're too busy thinking about themselves. So, that embarrassing thing you said? Yeah, they probably forgot already.
Which country can manufacture jet engines? 6 countries. The US, the UK, France, Russia, Ukraine, and China. The most successful manufacturer in the world is Rolls-Royce of the UK, and the manufacturer of the most high-end jet engine in the world for fighter jets is Pratt & Whitney of the US. GE is not as good as Pratt & Whitney in the high-end engine market, but it is ranked second in both military and civilian markets, and it has Safran, a joint venture with French Snecma, as its subsidiary. French Snecma seems to have great technology in both civilian and military markets. Could a human brain be placed somewhere outside of the body while still remaining alive? Or would be exceedingly difficult to extract the brain and keep it alive. People think that the brain is a separated thing. It isn't. It's an integrated part of the nervous system of a person. To separate the brain, you need to cut the brainstem somewhere, because the brainstem regulates vital functions like heart rate and breathing, so you would want to leave that part with the body. It would be very difficult to separate the brain from the brainstem without destroying some vital part. How can you identify intelligent people? When you answer, they ask you more. When you start using big words, they ask for clarification. When they can't understand anything you're saying, they ask for you to explain it to them as if they were a 5-year-old. When you say something intriguing, they write it down in their notebook or phone. How do you value time as money? It's simple, just do the math.
How much do you want to make in a year?
$1 million seems a good amount, right? $1 million means $85,000 in a month, $3,000 a day, and around $400 every hour you work. Assuming you'll work 8 hours a day, your 1 hour is now equal to a whooping $400 or $29,000. Treat your time like it's already $1 million so that one day it will actually be.
What do you know that most people don't? When you buy some goods from small shops, you're not helping a rich businessman increase his business to collaborate with another giant company and flood his company with profits. You're just helping a father get his daughter a new dress. His son, the RC car he always dreamt of. His wife, a new set of earrings, which she always wanted but never asked for. So shop local. What's the least healthy fact about hamburgers? The frequency of their consumption. More than half of the sandwiches sold worldwide are hamburgers. And yes, hamburgers are sandwiches. This mass consumption is largely due to the proliferation of fast food restaurants across Europe, Asia, and Africa. The food is ultra cheap and easy to sell. The good news is that not all hamburgers are made the same. It all depends on the sourcing and what you put on it.
What is your most powerful tip? Imagine yourself as the snail below, right on top of a razor-sharp blade. Should you go forward and risk being injured? Should you go backward and risk being hurt? Should you stay still and let your body weight push you down the blade? What exactly should you do? The most powerful tip I can give you is, ask the right questions when you have screwed up. In this case, why the hell were you trying to sit on the top of a blade? Most often, we already know the answers to why we have screwed up in life. We are just too overtaken by chaos and emotions to let ourselves accept the truth.
Is it good to eat banana in the morning? If you eat banana in the morning, it is very beneficial for you because banana is protein rich. One good source of energy. Banana contains neutral sugar glucose, which provides instant energy. If you eat banana in morning, your all day goes energetic and rest free, but it's only work when you eat banana every day. Help in digestion. They contain fiber, which improves your digestion and can help prevent constipation. 3. Easy, too early, and affordable. Bananas are very simple to eat, and it is usually cheap compared to other fruits. If you found this helpful, you can follow me for more simple tips. What is still a big secret in the human body? The pineal gland is one of the biggest secrets that are hidden from us. The secret is not the existence of the gland, but its functioning. The pineal gland, or epiphysis, is a chronobiotic agent. This means that it synchronizes our internal clock with the light-dark cycle. In the absence of light, this small brain organ of just 120 milligrams produces the hormone that takes us to the world of dreams, melatonin. In some animals, fish, reptiles, and amphibians, this gland is located under the skin and is able to receive light information directly. For this reason, it is also known as the third eye. However, in the human species, as in most vertebrates, this pineapple-shaped and pea-sized organ is located inside the skull. Therefore, more complex ways are needed to know whether it is day or night. Yakuza public baths. Japan, 1947. Worked by Horace Bristow. Bristow was in Japan after World War II. One of his projects was documenting Japanese tattoo art. which led him to capture some amazing scenes like the one in this image. The first thing that catches your attention is seeing men and women sharing public bathrooms. It is a Japanese tradition. It would not be until the intrusion of Western culture and values that separate bathrooms began to be seen. Tattoos are linked to Japanese culture. However, its prohibition by the authorities several centuries ago meant that its use was limited to criminal environments, such as the Yakuza, or Japanese mafia. The members of the Yakuza had their bathrooms because their tattoos gave them away as members. Can I cut skin cancer? Myself? Here's my skin cancer, a melanoma. If you think it looks like something you can remove at home, think again. My dermatologist explained to me that melanomas are like an iceberg. They spread widely beyond what's visible on the surface. Hence, the large area surgically removed, that's a 3 inches incision. Want to try this in your bathroom? Nah, didn't think so. What is the cruelest animal in the world, and why? An animal that cruelly kills its victims is undoubtedly the sea lamprey. In fact, this beautiful ectoparasite, which can reach between 1 and 20 centimeters in length, widespread along all European coasts and in North America, has a very particular way of killing its victims. Basically, it finds a fish, salmon, herring, but also some species of small sharks. It sticks to it with its teeth and begins to suck the blood with its tongue and drain it. What are some epic tattoos? Disturbing images ahead. Here are some of the epic, creative, weird, and creepy tattoos you have ever seen. Brilliantly tattooed realistic eyeing throat, which might not be very obvious in the front, but looks extremely realistic and creepy when the chin is actually lifted. Creative and funny tattoo, where the old man took his baldness to its next level. Just the upcoming tattoos are creepy as hell.